Progressive Democrats are taking on the old guard. Far-left candidates becoming more emboldened by the rise of candidates like Mamdani and are escalating their fight against House Democrats, looking to help unseat the party's older establishment lawmakers. Here to react is political analyst and former advisor to Senator Bernie Sanders, Tezlyn Figaro. Tezlyn, great to see you this morning. I want to get to this first. This headline in Axios, it says Democrats' big age headache is becoming a migraine. They say, quote, of the House Democrats who will be at least 70 years old by Election Day 2026, nearly a dozen are already facing primary challengers within months to go after the first congressional filing deadlines. A House Democrat who spoke on the condition of anonymity predicted dozens more of their colleagues could end up facing primary challenges. So you work for Bernie Sanders. He's on the older side, as we know, but he's always been a force fighting against the establishment inside the Democratic Party. Where do you see this going?
Right. That's why it is not about age. I mean, we can continue to keep talking about age because obviously younger voters they are more mobilized. But I also want to be clear to say when we say younger voters, we're actually talking about 45 and under. The progressive movement started in 1890. So this is not an old thing, which is why Senator Bernie Sanders did so well. The bottom line is New York, which is the capitalist capital of the world, is about to elect a socialist based upon his platform on housing. When you look at the median rent in Manhattan being $4,200 a month and people cannot afford to live. This is why he's doing so well. I'm not a socialist, even though I work for Bernie Sanders. I'm an independent myself, but I do know what works. And what's happened is you've had two establishment candidates that did not knock on the amount of doors that they should have, that have had criminal issues going on, both of them, that have not reached out, that have simply sat back and thought they had it in the bag. And this socialist is running the table and has ran the table. I don't like doing predictions, but it's looking like Mr. Mamdani will be the new daddy of New York.
But do you think that these policies could work nationally? I mean, you saw in the 2024 presidential election, the majority of the country shifted to the right on a lot of these policy issues, not to the far left. And yet that's where we're going with Mamdani, with the Democrats who are trying to nationalize him by bringing him to D.C., by putting him up on a platform with other progressives in the party, like AOC, for example. So is this something that is just going to stay in New York City, which is a deep blue part of the country, or is this going to work nationally for the Democrats?
That's a great question. I train hundreds of folks every month on how to run for office and how to organize. And one of the things that I always caution them on is nationalizing candidates that can absolutely be a disaster. What works in New York City will not work in Georgia. What works in Georgia will not work in California. So although they want to make this a template because they literally have nobody else on the bench who has excited voters, Democrats always tend to say, if this works here, let's just run with this, all over the country. And I think that's a fatal mistake. What they can learn from this, what anybody can learn from, is the ability of him getting out, knocking on doors and meeting people where they are. But I do not think this is a national strategy that would work in every city, particularly in the South, particularly with Black voters as well, which, by the way, the progressives need to do a better job on reaching out to those voters, both young and old.
Well, Tezlyn, you talked about training hundreds of people throughout your career, so it's really great to have you to talk about this issue. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I'm Steve Doocy.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.